and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. Man, we've had a run of this weather, and then just love leaving the windows open. We've had a few storms pass through over the past couple of days, and the temperatures have been staying pretty steady around about the 70-degree mark. But today's full review episode is going to be of the Maguey VIDA Puebla. This is a very, very perfect entry point into Mezcal. I don't want to get that tag. Yeah, for all that is bad, Mezcal. For all that is good, as well. The translation is whatever, but okay. Sip it, don't shoot it. Exactly. There's all your good information. Imported through New York. It's got to go from Mexico to New York and then back to Texas. That's a crazy trip. It is 40% alcohol by volume, as you see, y'all. And take a look at the back side here. Okay, it's got a lot of information. I'll just slow scroll through it. You want to pause it, rewind, what have you. Responsibility.org. I don't know. I don't believe that's associated. Ooh, that's a cool breeze. Just went through. Cork pop. Oh, it's down here. All right. I found it's a little bit better to use, go without the that special microphone. That I wouldn't call it expensive, but maybe that's a problem with it. It's just, why did I cork that? I don't know why I corked that. But it picks up a mouse fart buried in cotton. It's just like, why? I don't have the audio programming, stuff like that, to filter out a lot of that stuff and do audio leveling and stuff like that. Maybe get into that when we get the production up a little bit and we get a better space to do all this. But yeah, for now, let's just go with it, shall we? So let's go ahead and get it on the palate. Espadín Agave. They use copper pot stills. Not a whole lot more information except that this is made at the base of a volcano. I forgot the name of the volcano. It was kind of hard to pronounce. Anywho, it's a Ocopan, Puebla. I'm starting to learn where all these places are and sort of get a mapping in my head. Mr. Randy paid $35.71 out the door, 40% alcohol by volume. Let's go ahead and get it on the palate, shall we? Oh, that is too easy. That is too easy. I'm gonna have to step it up next time. The next Mezcal I get is gonna have to be the Classico. I might just go up this Vida line. Yeah, I might just go up this Vida line. I think there's the Classico, and then there's the De Muerto, which is supposed to be somewhat in line. Like the Classico is like the raw. The Pueblo is like the sort of toned down, and then the De Muerto, Muerto. You know what I'm saying? That one's supposed to be much more easy and like different type of tasting, subdued almost, but that one's like I want to say that was like $60, and then there's one at $80. The Chichiaba, yeah. I haven't memorized all these things yet. I'm just getting the Mezcal. Shelf is still full of bourbons and Scotch, mostly Scotch, and trying to keep track of some tequilas. Let's go ahead and get this second one on here. It's got some decent viscosity. They're pretty. Yeah, look at that. It's got some uniformity in the lines and the legs there. It's got some pretty good viscosity. Transfers well to the mouth. I'm getting white pepper. I'm getting a little bit of citrus, but like a mellow, sub-sour kind of citrus. And some smoke. There's a little bit of smoke. Because, is it over here? Do I still have it? Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah. The Monte Lobo. That one, did I go too fast? Yeah, the Monte Lobos Espadín. Ooh. That one was $45 out the door. This one was $35 out the door. I did get this one. Where did I get this one from? I do believe I got it at my Total Wine and Spirits. I think it was cheaper. It was cheaper at the Total Wine than it was the Specs, which is crazy. Very rarely does Total Wines beat Specs prices, but occasionally it happens. So yeah, on the palate, I am getting some white pepper, some pear. There's a sort of herbal, but it's all like that Monte Lobos, except it's turned down a few notches. It's a little easier to get with. It's a little easier to slip into. This is more of a sipping neat mezcal. Well, that Monte Lobos is going to be a mixer, but I don't know, a lot of people would consider a $45 bottle a mixer unless it's, I don't know. I haven't made any cocktails out of mezcal, but I have put it in some tonic water, and I'd rather drink it neat. Alright, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so while you're there. That way these videos will come to you and bypass the algorithm. Here we go for the finish. Oh yeah, okay. There's some citrus and some pininess on that finish. Citrus, pine, smoke. There's a little bit of fruitiness, not a whole lot. So these are Select Village. So they have a bunch of villages, and each village does a different thing. That's why it's a single village. And they do have a claim that they do compensate well to all of their workers and the villages that they have that produce these. Each village produces something different in their line. So I'm getting a lot in the cheeks and the gums. There's not a whole lot of action going on in the back end. There's a little bit of heat, just barely enough to notice that it's there, but it's mostly cheeks and gums. A little bit on the lips, that's nice. And the tongue is kind of mellow, like it totally missed the tongue. Like it just slipped right across the tongue like it was shellacked or something. Of course, my nose is going to start to run. Hopefully that storm will come in here. They got some cool breezes coming in. It's got a nice finish. That Monte Lobos had a finish that kind of like sat in the back and just basically commanded attention from the back. This one's from the sides. This one's definitely from the sides. It's a lot easier. It's a lot smoother, a lot easier to slip into. It's nice. So let's go ahead and put a score on it. For $35, I'm going to give this a... I don't know. I've been trying to think about how would I score something based upon these aspects. Because it's $35, because it's widely available, because it's easy to drink, should I give it a better score than the Monte Lobos? Because the Monte Lobos was something special. It was a difficult one to get into, I'll give you that, but you can split that bottle and you could let it rest off gas before you even touch a drop of it. And then you've got the full bottle to go at as soon as it's ready. I would definitely let that off gas for about a week, maybe 2 weeks before even touching it. And it would be just about perfect. That's what I'm saying. I think I gave that one put it in a 4. I think it was a weak 4. So if I put this a weak 4, would that balance out? If I give it a higher score, would that mean it's less for the Monte Lobos? This is starting to get difficult. How about we just make it even? How about that? How about a weak 4 out of 5? Okay, you can either have the Vida Puebla for 35 out the door, Monte Lobos for 45 out the door, and take it however you like to swing it. That's all I guess I can say. Is I like them both. This one's easier to drink. That one has more distinction, and it's got much different characters, more pronounced, more distinguished. While this Vida Puebla is easier to get with, easier to get along with. Don't have to think too much. Don't have to go too much. Just pour it and enjoy it. Yeah, I guess that'd be fair, right? Just make it a weak 4 out of 5. We'll just make it even. My fair price for this, I think 35 out the doors is pretty darn good for this as it stands. Would I buy this again? I think I would. Just like I said, I'd buy that Monte Lobos again. Not for myself, but for somebody else. I would buy this again for myself. This would definitely be a rebuy. So there it is. In the comment section, like to know, where are you at? What are you drinking? What's going on in the world of libations around you? And I keep looking at the microphone, even though it's not plugged in. Anywho, as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.